What's up, guys? This is the show where I go out and I find 3 interesting car-related stories for you somewhere on the internet, and this is what I like to call the news. So our first story, Kalamazoo, Michigan. A man took his 1993 4x4 F-150 pickup truck and had it turned into a banana. Literally a banana. A large banana with wheels. That's not the entirety to the story, though. What makes it a little more interesting is, shortly after having this completed and being out for a drive, he was pulled over by a state trooper, apparently to question the street legality of a banana. And not only was he not given a ticket, as the guy did find out that it was somehow street legal, but he also gave the man $20. I just want to know why when I get pulled over, it doesn't ever end that way. Maybe because I'm not driving a banana. I don't know. Next story. This story is about a car built for SEMA. If you guys know anything about Mustangs, the word Roush definitely is something that you're aware of. This year for SEMA, Roush unveiled a 775 horsepower version of the Mustang GT, which actually features a supercharged 5-liter built by them. And it made 775 horsepower and 670 foot-pounds of torque, which is a pretty crazy big number for a Mustang. But on top of that, what makes it interesting is this makes it more powerful than the GT500, which only makes 760 horsepower and has a 5.2 liter. Another nice part of this is that they made it to a 6-speed manual transmission, and instead of the 10-speed automatic that a lot of newer Mustangs have. So that was pretty cool to see. And even though this was made specifically for the SEMA show, these cars are available, and you too can have one for the low price of $87,700. And my final story, also from SEMA this year, the Quinton brothers built a 1,000 horsepower Dodge Challenger for the SEMA show, and shortly before SEMA, the car turned up missing. It was actually stolen, and on top of that, to make things worse, was crashed. The front end suffered a lot of damage. It was a big deal, and most places would have probably canceled their appearance at SEMA because of that. However, because of how much media presence the car had during all of this, they actually wound up including it in the show anyway, and they didn't even fix it first. It was still broken with part of the front end laying on the ground. So that was a little interesting. So all of the stories that I just talked about will be linked down in the description. I did not use any of the photographs from the stories in this for copyright reasons, but if you follow the links that I have down in the description, you can read the full versions, and that does have photos and everything else too. So check those out. I thought that was just a few interesting things going on that I could dig up from the internet this week. But drop me a like if you thought any of that was interesting, or if you're thinking of building a banana car. Also, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you can see the next video when it comes out. And I will see you guys later in the week. Thank you so much for watching, and peace. And it is time for another Viewer's Ride submission. We have a really exciting one to feature this week, as we are looking at David Newton's Buick Grand National. The Grand National was a really cool, very ahead of its time kind of a car from the 80s. This car was one of the first performance applications the 3800 ever found itself in, and being rear-wheel drive is extra nice. This particular one he has owned since 1996. He is the 4th owner, and he claims he will be the last owner. It has, over the years, had quite a bit done to it, including the bottom end being redone, aluminum heads being done, larger turbo, and quite a list of other things. So feel free to ask down in the comments about specifics. I'm sure he'll jump in here and talk about it. And at this point, it has over 207,000 miles on the chassis, but only about 7,000 on the engine. And he is expecting it to run 10s the next time it's at the track. So if you'd like to have your car featured, make sure to send it to salemsubs@gmail.com. and I will see all of you guys in the next video.